He coughs to start the scope. A welcome cough for the replay viewers. Hey Vanessa, good to see you. Hey Jennifer, great to see you too. If you're popping up on my screen, it's good to see you. A few minutes late, if James comes on, he's going to have a right laugh at my expense. Hey Jennifer, thanks for coming on. We're on to day 13 today. Lucky number. For some, thanks for the hearts. Please do share. Let's get some people on. I'd love to get some shares. Vandy, welcome back. Thanks for coming back today. Really good to see you. Is it Vanda or Vanday? I don't know if you can spell that out. Oh, Meredith, good to see you. Morning, early for you. A few minutes late. I was just saying, if James is on today, he's going to have a good laugh. I was dropping Indra off back at, she went going back home today, up to Harrogate, and the trains were an absolute nightmare getting into London. We just made it to her train by the skin of her teeth. So I told her I'm going to blame her if I'm late for my scope. I don't know if she can get on because she's on a train, and also her scope's at 2:30, and we'll see if she can make it on, because trains and cell phone or mobile phone signals can be a bit dodgy. So here we are. And how are we all today? How are you doing? Did you enjoy the song yesterday on Indrascope? That was a comfort zone buster for me. I haven't done that for a long time. I used to perform a lot with singing and stuff, but I consider my voice out of shape. But it was a fun song. That was lovely. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Meredith. That's great. So guys, I'd love you to give me a share if you can. As to one of my moon intentions this month. I watched it late last night. You loved it. Oh, great. Thank you for sharing, Meredith. That's brilliant. Thank you, Vandy. That's brilliant. Oh, beautiful. Thanks for the shares. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Fab. Look at that. Tall and slim. Well, that sounds very lovely. And young compared to me, if it's 93 is your birth. Welcome to my scope. We're doing 30 days of self-directed kindness. If you haven't met me before, I am Joel Young. I'm the creator and custodian of MPA, which stands for Non-Personal Awareness. And it's a simple way to stop taking things personally, which I'm always saying on these scopes is one of the kindest things that you can do, in my opinion, for yourself, is to find simple ways to not take things personally. In fact, if you really get it into your cells that nothing fundamentally is personal, there's an amazing thing that happens in your life. There's a sort of fluidity and freedom and an ability to become much more authentically expressive of who you are. So apart from dealing with all the ins and outs of daily, the bish-bosh of life, which it does really well, it also does that. Hey Cheryl, and someone else popped in as well. It's good to see you. Vanda, you're back in. You must have popped out a bit. So let's talk about 30 days of self-directed kindness. We're on day 13 today. You can catch up day 1 to 12 because, hey Melissa, good to see you. Nan can tweet. Excellent. Great. Lots of guys coming on. Thanks very much for joining me. 30 Days of Self-Directed Kindness comes from a book that I wrote called 100 Days of Self-Directed Kindness. Hey, Melissa. That's good. Hey, Dan. Good to see you. And hey, do you like salmon dip? Now, there's a random question. Do I like salmon dip? Well, generally, I think I'd have to say yes to that one. Waitrose salmon dip. Well, you know, only the best. Very well. We're talking about self-directed kindness today. Good morning, Marion. That's good to have you on as well. That's great. So this 30 days of self-directed kindness. Dan, I love random questions most of the time, but we're going to be talking about kindness today. So I'd love you to sort of, I'm not going to sort of be able to answer loads of random questions. I'm open to anything else though. Now that's a careful thing to say. Nancy here from, oh, I missed it. Nancy, do that again. Tell me again. From somewhere. So this comes from a book of 100 Days of Kindness, which you can download for free. I'll give you the URL in a minute if you want to get hold of that. What do you think about the pedestrianisation of Norwich city centre? Is that kind? Well, you know, I lived in Norwich, which is interesting because I guess you're from Norwich. Pedestrianised to have well, you know, it gets the cars out and all that kind of thing. These things happen. That's my best opinion. There's me saying I wouldn't answer it. Put a parking lot. You need a big yellow taxi. Are you a Joni Mitchell fan? All good. I like the. Now we're talking about Norwich. Amin, welcome. Good to see you. We're totally off topic already. But I like the new shopping centre that went up about, it must be 10 years ago now. Okay, right. So day 13 of self-directed kindness. Kindness we often pull out. Let's have a look at today, shall we? Today's goes back to kind of the core of the whole 30-day program, really. Hey, Alabama, good to see you. Ali, is it? Good. Well, let's have a look at today's moment of kindness. So we're on day 13. Oh, thanks for inviting followers there, Melissa. That's beautiful. So when you're asked to give, first ask yourself, is it kind to me? If it feels good, do it. Else, honour the inner no. Or your inner no. So yesterday we talked about finding ways to say no when a no to them is a yes to you. So you can go back and look at that again. But this also goes back to the heart of really what all this is about, is that fundamental question which I did on the 31st of May, if you go back and look at that, which is the fundamental question: is it kind to me? It's something that I kind of just came to me really in the middle of an argument with my ex-wife, and I was sort of going to sort of reach out. We were in bed, both stewing. I went to reach out and sort of placate her basically. And the question came, is it kind to me? And I realised it wasn't, because I'd just be lying to myself and lying to her. I like the idea of exploring no. Yeah, Nan, if you look at the replay yesterday's moment of kindness is practice the art of saying I love you and no. And we went into quite a bit of depth around that one. Because, yeah, a no to them sometimes is a yes to you. And is always kinder, not just to you, but to everybody. Because in being just sort of boldly honest about what's true for you, there's a lot less ripples, really. Hey, Paula, thanks for joining in. Oh, you watched yesterday. Great, that's good. That was great. Yeah, so no is here today. I need to practice more the I love you and no. Yes. Yeah, it is a practice. When I came across that from Byron Katie, and so it was one of those things where I've taken it on, and I find it like, oh God, 1,000 times easier to say no now than whatever 6-7 years ago. So it's definitely a practice. In fact, all of these. It's difficult for me, not because I have difficulty saying no, but because structured. How do you mean structured there, Jennifer? I saw that one from her too. It's structured. Yeah, help me understand that. I'd love to sort of help you or sort of give you my perspective on it as best you can. Religion teaches us differently. Okay, so you've got the religion thing. Okay, well, one of the things about it is... I just got a message from Inda, she can't get on. You can watch the replay. I'm saying that because she can't get on because she's on a train. So tell me what the religion says. I'd love to hear that. I'm going to guess that it says, you must be kind to others, is my guess. But let me know what it says, because this is a really interesting topic to look at. Because my belief is that what I know from the religions that I know, being, Christianity, I was married to a Muslim, reasonable about Hinduism. And, okay, giving is a big thing for Christianity. Okay, yes. So great. So here's where I go with that. So if you're being asked to give, and the truth, the way, and I would say it, the way that that God is speaking to you in your heart is saying no, then what you're giving them is the truth. And I think it's in the Bible where it says the truth will set you free. And there's many references you could find within the Bible that would encourage you to be kind and true. And so it's always a case of, when there are many perspectives, and religions, if you look at them, offer many perspectives, I tend to go for the kindest one. And when you're being asked to give, but the truth is it isn't kind to you, then ultimately it's not a kindness to anybody, including the person, because there's a lie involved. At least this is my perspective. Of course, you can take it as you will. I think it is church versus God issue, if you know what I mean. I do, because we actually had this discussion a little bit yesterday. It got me onto this topic. But I think there's a real place for religion in the world, because I know for myself, when I first started getting into spirituality, I needed a structure. God wants you to love yourself first, then you will know what to say. If we sacrifice ourselves to everything regardless of our own God messages, what are we doing? Yes, I mean, I think this is what it comes down to. If you go back to the essence of what Jesus, if we're going to focus specifically, because it's also true in other religions, but Jesus specifically teaches us, is one of the things is to be truthful, is to say the truth regardless. So he was probably asked to give a number of things by those, by the guys in the temple, priests, no, not called priests, you know what I mean, the rabbis. And yet he didn't say yes to them. He said no because it was a deeper truth in his connection with God, to say no. You know, we're not going to sell stuff in the temple or whatever it was. But in the end, you know, all of these things are my perspective. You've gotten us off topic. I'm sorry. Well, in a way, no, because it does go to the heart of this particular one, because it's one of the tricky bits in being kind to yourself. Is there's, I mean, in fact, if you listen to what I say every time I come on this, 30 days of self-directed kindness, because most of the time we are taught that kindness, we must be kind in an outward directed way. And what I'm hoping you guys will really get is that if you don't include yourself in the kindness equation, in just today's 13, I have to address the idea of selfishness. Yeah, we'll come to that then. So if you don't include yourself in the equation of kindness, then ultimately there isn't a kindness happening, because kindness is, in essence, it's all-inclusive. And there's usually a way, and I just realised I'm facing here. Let me turn around to face. I didn't realise I hadn't done that today. So if there's if you're being unkind to you, then there isn't truly kindness present. So it's about finding a way, and it's, you know, these are moments of kindness. They're ideas. Oh, hello, yeah. Then you can find a deeper kindness. So that's why I'm saying on this one, you know, or what yesterday's one. Sometimes a no to them is a yes to you, but a yes to you is a yes to life, and a yes to you is a yes to how. If we go on to the God versus religion thing, how God is speaking to you directly. I always Astral Travel Academy, liking that one. Road Alert, thanks for joining, you guys. I'm sorry, we're right in a deep conversation here, so if I'm missing you joining or commenting, I do apologise. And also, guys, if you guys come on, we're talking a lot about kindness. And today's moment of kindness is when someone asks you to give something, if it's not kind to you, just say no, really. So having a discussion about sometimes religions can teach us to, oh, thanks, Melissa. Sometimes religions will teach us that we need to be kind outward regardless. And there's a lot of self-sacrificial stuff. So, I'm getting on to a different topic, but self-sacrificial, my view on that in relation to this particular moment of kindness is, again, self-sacrifice can be, if it's a truth in the moment, then it will be a kindness to you. So there are things I've done in my life, which I'll probably talk about next month, because we're going to do a few sort of bit more about my background. But there's a few things I've done in my life which have been, in a way, self-sacrificial. So it's meant that I've had to let something go, or risk losing something very precious. But ultimately it was a kindness to me. So it can go in reverse. Sometimes there's a way of saying no to yourself is a kindness to you. So there we go. So wow, God, we've gone deep today. Thank you for the questions, and yeah, it's really good. Now, one other thing that I know came up, I want to address it. Meredith, you talked about selfishness. Again, this one here, let me go back for you guys who've just joined. There we go. And again, if you guys have joined on and haven't shared yet, I'd love to share. This has been we've got some good stuff going on here today. It's in the same line. It is the same line, yes. Like me stepping out from running a shop, though everyone wants me to stay. There you go. That's a good example from Vanessa there. Yeah, because it's a yes to you. In your heart, in your being. We're already talking about, okay, yes, we are in a way. Yeah, but in your being, you know, it's the truth of you to step away. And even though people around you will be saying, you know, oh, you must be mad or whatever, you know, why are you giving it up? It's really, it's the most powerful thing all round. There's that wonderful thing that gets said of, I'm going to turn around again because we're chatting again now, I'll be looking at you. And I well up at the thought, yeah, you know, that's a great sign that you're being true to yourself, is you get very emotional about it, don't you? So it's quite common too. So just going to address that word, though, that you said, because it's right, exactly so, Vanessa. So Meredith was saying about looking at selfishness. Being kind to you is often sort of tarred with that selfish thing. I am having to not always meet with people because their feelings about my moving are too much. Yeah, okay, so yeah, so again, sometimes letting yourself be the natural hermit. If your true essence just needs hermit time, and yet everyone's saying, oh, you're being boring, or you should come out, or whatever, then sometimes you need to honour that. Then when you do come out, you're more, yeah, you're taking care of you. So that which is a kindness to you, then you come out often much more fully with yourself. And selflessness can be so false. Yeah, so really a lot of what sometimes people will suck the energy out of you. Well, yes, they can do. There's things you can do, especially with MPA, to really help you deal with that. Because the truth is that inside of you, in some way, if someone's sucking the life out of you, then there's something in you that can be done, which means you step into a place where that doesn't have that impact on you. And we can talk about that at some point. Ebenezer Good. Oh my God, Ebenezer Good. That takes me back to kind of there was a song in the UK. He's a good, he's a good, he's Ebenezer Good. I can't remember who it was. I don't know if you are. You cut them off. That's one way to do it. All right, so I want to get back to we've just gone off on one. It's been great. I can talk for hours on these topics. So let me go back for you guys who've remained on. We're doing 30 days of kindness. I scope every day at 2 o'clock, with a few exceptions, and I'm occasionally late. Shaman. It was the shaman. Yes, brilliant, love it. Oh God, you've got me in a nostalgia moment now. You really have. I only had to deal with how to deal differently sometimes if it's not too horrid. Yeah, that was great. It was fantastic. What a great song. Okay, so today's is day 13. We're saying when you're asked to give, first ask yourself, is it kind to me? If it feels good, do it. Else, honour your inner no. That's today's. So I want to tell you that if you've joined on recently, I'm Joel Young. I'm the creator of non-personal awareness, which is a way to stop taking things personally. Sometimes we have to let them go. Yes, sometimes you do. So I'm going to invite you. The 30 Days of Kindness is my pick of the 100 days. And I picked them based on some of my favourites, some that I thought would be specifically good for scopes. But there's 70 more in the book. You can get it for free at that URL, which is mpa4.me/BeKindToYou with the number 2. Back again, Ebenezer Good. What's your name? And I guess you know it's a shaman, and I guess you were a fan in some way. I'd love to know your name, and I love that you brought that handle into my life again. I'm going to go YouTube it or something after this. Me too, constant, yeah. So if you go ahead and me too, yeah, you invited followers. Oh, good one, excellent. So the 100 Days of Kindness book, it's a simple book. They're really like, each of them are just moments of kindness, but there's 100 of them. Also, if you're curious about learning how to not take things personally, which I always say is a kindness to you, you can also go to nonpersonalawareness.com. You can also find me, if it's simpler, just joelyoungmpa.com. That's the same site really, so you can go there. And if you do sign up for the book, which is free, I'm also giving away a 50% off voucher for the basic training of the MPA process, because I'm having so much fun. I was asked to give away the book for free, so I am. Now that I'm retired, I get asked to volunteer my time a lot. I'm learning to think carefully. Yeah, that's a really good thing. It's like time is so precious, isn't it? You got Nan. Can you give me your name? It's like Nan can tweet. What's your? I may have asked you and then forgotten. That's terrible. Nancy. Oh, it's short for Nancy. Great. So I think that was the one I missed. Yeah, okay, that was the one that I missed. So Nancy, that's a really good thing. So if you're retired, and somehow the view is that you have hours free, but then what you choose to do with it in your life. Schools are famous for that too. So volunteering is a really good example for this particular moment of kindness. Someone says, would you like to volunteer? And often, again, that religious overlay is, oh yes, well, if you're a good Christian, a good Muslim, whatever. There's a lot of that in the in the Muslim faith, that there really is a lot of that pressure on. I said I was married to a Muslim lady for a while, and I saw it a lot in her family. It was just like my Christian upbringing, exactly the same dynamics going on. If you're a good Muslim, then you're going to say yes to all these things, even if you behind the scenes resent it and and complain about it and all this stuff. And some people think they can structure your time as if they know all you are dealing with. So again, I would encourage you. Hello, It's a Crazy World. Loving that one. How it's like, lost my train of thought there. No, completely gone. I don't know what I was saying. Totally gone off there. Oh, yes, I know. It was the volunteering being a good example of this one. So let me turn it around because I'm chatting on today. There we are. Because they think that since you don't work, you don't do anything. Yep. So I would say it's really up to you to step into a place where those no's are okay, because it's really time to choose what it is that you want to do. I mean, you could end up giving over your entire life to various charities, some of which you might not even believe in, but you just, because you've got this idea that, or I won't be a good person if I say no. But the thing is, the energy that's going to be behind what the service that you're offering is not going to be clean. So it's again coming back to yourself and saying, what is kind to me? And because then if someone says, can you come and help out at the day centre, and you feel like that's actually, if I say yes to that, that's going to be really good to me, then you're going to be fully there. Your energy is going to be there. You're going to be giving service in a much more wholehearted way. That's going to serve you better. It's going to serve them better, and it's going to serve the planet better. All these things. So, and that's why the no is so important. No is like so powerful and so important. Hey Priscilla, good to see you. We're kind of coming to the end now. Everyone wins. Yeah, I'm a great believer in finding the win-win. There's always a kind solution that serves everybody, even though it might look, hey, Indra got on. She must be in a good spot. Indra here, just come on now in a lovely blue. Good to see you. She's been messaging me saying, I can't get on. We've had an amazing discussion. You're going to have to catch the replay, Indra. Hey, lovely. And I don't know if she's going to get on for her 2:30 scope. I don't even know what the time is now. There's no clock in this room. Everyone's saying hello to Indra. Indra does amazing scopes at 2:30. I literally just put her on a train about an hour ago, so she's in God knows the middle of nowhere, halfway up England. So we'll see if she can scope. 2:27. Whoa, I'm doing the full half hour. Well, great. It's been, hey, Geo. Is that your name, Geo? AFC. Good to see you. Welcome to my scope. We're really coming to the end. We've had a big discussion on today's moment of kindness. We're doing 30 days of kindness. You'll miss it today. She may get on. She'll try. I'm sure she'll try. Yeah, but I mean, she's taken this whole time just to get on, and it might be in and out. It might be a case of, hi, I'm Indra. There we go. Because crazies are asking deep questions. You're referring to yourself, Jennifer. You know what? I'm really not someone who's question shy. There were some interesting questions at the beginning which were really off topic, but to me your question was not off topic, and it actually helped us go quite a lot deeper into today's moment of kindness. I love that laughing face, Nancy. So again, so let's watch the replay. So if so I'll just turn this around just so those guys that are coming on. So today is day 13. There's 12 more. You can watch them on the replays. And we're going up to 30, so every day in June we're doing these. This is when you ask to give, first ask yourself, is it kind to me? If it feels good, do it, else honour your inner no. And we talked about no's specifically yesterday. Do go ahead and download that book. It's 100 days. You can make it a practice over 100 days, doing one a day, or you can take any single one of these, including today's one, and make it a 30-day practice where you do it every day and make a point of bringing it in. Hey, Jane, you got on. Woohoo! Duvet Day, Jane, 40. Can I ask you about the cheat sheet on your website? Sure, you can. Go ahead. So let me just, before I talk about that, the context of that is was that Melissa that said that? I think it was Melissa. Hey, Jane, well done for getting on to Periscope. Jane's one of our MPA community, so and I've known her a long time. She's an amazing woman. So follow Jane, smiling. Yes. So Melissa has obviously gone on to that site there, nonpersonalawareness.com or joelyoungmpa.com, and there's a free download which is how to stop taking. No, was it? Don't take them personally. That's the one I've got on there at the moment. And when you sign up for that, I offer you, and it's unbelievably good deal, like for $7 or something. There's what I call a cookie cutter or keyword cheat sheet. What that does is the free thing. There's a very specific situation with MPA. I'll turn this around so you can see me again. Situation with the MPA process, where you can find out what there's a missing piece, or there's a gap in the process where you need to put the right words, whether it's the words, the gestures, or whatever it is that needs to go in there. And the tricky bit, or the artistry of MPA, is finding that piece that goes in. The one situation which is where it's easy is the one I talk about in the Don't Take Them Personally freebie, because that gives you a chance to experience the process in that specific situation without thinking, have I got the right keyword. The cheat sheet really goes into depth about how to find those, how to find the keywords. So that means you can use the process in all sorts of situations. So it's not quite like the training that I said, which is a video training course where I go in depth and you begin to understand it. But it will really open. And for $7, for God's sake, it's the price of a cup of coffee. you know, it's that. And then also there's an audio program that I also offer, which is that it really teaches it well. But it really teaches you how to get hold of what is this missing bit. My family gossips about everyone, including me. I take it to heart all the time. Will this help? Totally. Especially with family, the freebie will definitely help you with that. And with the other stuff that might come up around that, you can definitely... Okay, because to Jane is someone who's used MPA a lot. Yes, it helps me so much. So there's someone else who's coming in. And Vanessa also knows it. It's so many people do it, let alone family. Yes, some people do. So Vanessa's also had a lot of experience with MPA as well, so she knows the impact it has. You've got family stuff going on, definitely, and one way that freebie will help you with family. Yes, I'm doing some one-on-one training with Vanessa tomorrow. Woohoo! Looking forward to that. Exactly. So yay! I'm really excited to be doing that tomorrow, Vanessa. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. So yeah, go ahead, just download the freebie and think about, for $7, if you don't like it, it's got a free refund. You can just refund it. But I think it will really help you, Melissa. If you've got stuff going on, you can play with it. And you can always ask me more questions on here anyway. Me too. Do I get therapy with it? Well, we've got to practice it. I've got to teach you those things. So what Vanessa's talking about is that I offer... not only the teaching programs, but they're beyond the MPA process. There's like more than 20 different MPA frames. It's quite a big technology. And she's opted in to do a one-to-one training over 3 sessions, which will be bespoke depending on what she wants to learn within the whole technology. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Right, so it's very good. So I don't know if Indra has managed to get on. It hasn't come up on as my... Oh, Tyler, really? Oh, I'm going to block you. It's a long time since I've blocked one. There we go. Might be around my own shit. Fair enough. Good. Well, that's good. It's a good way to learn. So, guys, I'm going to sign off now. One last one later is... We've talked now... God, we've covered so much ground. We've talked about the MPA process and the freebie and the cheat sheet that you get on my site, which is at joelyoungmpa.com or nonpersonalwellness.com. You can download this free book at mpa4.me/BeKindToYou. Hey, Indra, you got back on. If you're on, that means you can scope, so I'm going to get off. I'm going to do that. So it's been, what an amazing, I've really good questions, everybody. Melissa, thanks for asking questions about MPA. Go, just download the freebie, absolutely. And really think about getting the cheat sheet and we can talk more about it. You're hogging my time. I am. I'm going to get off. Everyone hop on to Indra now. She's on a train. Let's go see how it's going there. And I will love you and see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Big hugs. Thanks, guys.